Hello, enuanom ne adɔfonom. Yɛma mo nyinaa adwo. Yɛma mo nyinaa akye. Ɛne yɛma mo nyinaa nso aha. Obi biara wotie na ɛbere no, mmerɛ a wowɔ mu no, ɛnkyea na yɛde ma mo. Mede aseda kɛseɛ ɛni karabea ɛna ɛma obi biara. Because mu ni hɔ a, yɛn nso so yɛni hɔ. Ɛsiane sɛ mo wɔ hɔ nti, ɛna ɛsɛ wɔ yɛwɔ hɔ. Ɛsiane sɛ mo hɔ na mabusa legend akwan nti ne kyerɛ kwan mesrɛ mo hia legend number hia ɛna wɔ sɛ wɔyɛ wɔbɛsa aba na ɔde bi ayɛ dɛ nimdeɛ no bi asa abɛ dɛ abɛka mo ho ba waba no wɔno a wɔyɛ bi goat farming no ɔno a wɔyɛ bi nti deɛ ɔka no wɔnim deɛ ɛdɛ ɔka nti yɛsrɛ sɛ mbɛnya abotrɛ ne adagye na wɔn nyina mo yɛ dɛ na motie no media mo ase mesrɛ sɛ mo subscribe my na montimi yɛ dɛ and support dwumadi na yɛ dɛ yɛdie no na yɛ a mohwɛ nso a no mo comment na mo yɛ dɛ mo like ama yɛ da ase legend mpacho akwabo
yeah metie abusuafo nso nyinaa
abusuafo agye wɔ so yɛhyɛ wi abɔkɔ
nyame adom ne kwesiri ya yɛde ɛbɛyɛ awie yɛwura honhom mu ɛne ɔde hyɛ ba yakwaba
ayɛka sɛ next Sunday ne basa na yɛyɛ word brother Eddie ɔdeɛ mehu sɛ mensi na wase nyame nhyira wo mo dɔɔso mo a mo support SOS bibia meka sɛ mebubu di na mɛyɛ mfonsoɔ because ɛdi ne wɔ nti no ɛyɛ sɛ mɛda mu nyinaa mɛka sɛ yɛda mu nyinaa ase na ne dwumadie no nso no ɔpani pɛ sɛ ɔde yɛkɔ how to keep your goat healthy ɛna sɛ ne ho ntɔ no so a ɔn sɛ nipa koraa sɛ bi so du baabi a na wɔde wonte apɔ ɛkwan bɛ na abɛfa so abɛyɛ dɛ wode ne bɛsi ɛkwan no so ɛyɛ ahoɔden ne mpom nkwan no nti no ɛno nti ɛne ɛwɔ ase yɛgu so a yɛtwɛn yɛ brother no yɛbɛma yɛ legend ɛyɛ dɛ ahyɛ aseɛ
no apa
akwaba
bɛɛdɛ tena wasini
akwaba
yɛnua
mpacho apom yɛ deɛ
yeah, I don't know experience so you holding pa
yɛda nyame ase na Israel what to say
everybody from this week na year on independence so into wow sha I di kidi wa ha
independence okay
independence
no omko 6 March
Fabio I a flight in this place
okay yes but I'm she yemo akwaba legend and there etu ma
okay with the abusuafo ase with obi aso ase so mama akwanya sɛ yɛmmra big platform is SOS na yɛso deɛ yɛsua ne deɛ yɛ practice no yɛne anuanom nso bɛhyɛ anuanom a ɔmo nso pɛ sɛ ɔmo kɔ into goat farming ne livestock farming no kakra a yɛnim ne kakra a deɛ yɛayɛ nso pɛ sɛ yɛde saa nimdeɛ no mu a sɛnea yɛ previous videos no yɛaka no obiara bɛtumi ayɛ mmoa no no matter how our pocket teɛ obiara bɛtumi ayɛ bi sɛ yɛ baako mmienu mmiɛnsa 500,000 obiara bɛtumi ayɛ bi nti livestock farming no ɛnyɛ special people bi na yɛ legal for them to do it and doing it no there are practices that ɛbɛboa and yɛ try sɛ yɛne a yɛkɔ mu no sɛ woyɛ no for pleasure so be our backyard will be a 5-10 bi and I woyɛ koraa na still no also keep with the best practices sɛnea mmoa no healthy and now be multiply amount. So person according to big business. So that is size and yes you found so they say no go to know the come as the business. It's the business no say we investment now. Ohwe akade a be cover no be protect investment no because investment no hard earned money and where you invested and our person woman the in this case no and continue drying no and where you invest this car and our person a woman. So what are some of the best practices are? Yeah. I think from your previous videos, you can about almost house and the feeding cry why you to also keeping your goods healthy and what to do when they are not or when they aren't. So what do we do to keep our goats healthy? There are things we are you overlooking name kitten kitty be. I will see a share. May the first one and is no matter say the tibiano, I was able to monitor go umwano at least once a day. Who do any a show because a more communication anyhow signs as an outbobe show sign and now bet that na maybe I declare no a did not check and a manner I stop it the whole year now. It you're monitoring say every day and yet thoroughly, but to be to me, I say, Abueni Nantie, say, Nature Nine, the near my name, Osha, science be qua, okay, Mohu say, okay, Bia, Abue say, science, I will show it, say, Bibi Hano. It's also one. You, the farm help, you, the farm manager, and I say, you, the owner, and say, oh, and near my observation of Abuano, a key. It's me, sorry, no pa. Then one at the overnight at the action was man that or man the only obey one keke. You the farm help no na say the over farm no. What's right up now do any scan morning who observe who monitor who observe who. You can see say be a we are kojina corner be and we be a way bono I persistent. We any free so it be a behind the wall no and as an infection be na aba. Also washing the eye no with a dry the wash any obi a wonya cat who say the night before no who say bia wonya cat be also who see wound no wound no be lead to tetanus and I say other diseases and muabe komu also all those things abodu had the night before everything was perfect at the election afina bbs that means the bb hand about who it key monitoring, daily monitoring and moano is a key aspect of housekeeping for a moano. So I tell my people now me know me here Jumani say, and yes, oh bano pana, now we pray and now go yi extra and for the abigo there be. You have to make sure so be observe who was more pain and sign you would your mako abonting. So monitoring is a key thing for me. You monitor them send your behavior here as an be the night and I drove you and let go mom prapra mu observe who and send be job because when you see a bontia you might not have the chance to monitor them and as see them very clearly. So that is one aspect that may another one is say you make sure say over maintaining a dry surroundings among because goats and maybe also there are food rot baby and moano the nine or baby or Johnson it me entry in a stable into hoya wet nanny hoof na or hono over food rot at bro and also I born any weight na wonye ni na open muscles na the become market ni na ojina ne nine so sɛ ne nan no ɛyɛ food rot na ɛne strength bɛn na obɛnya de agyina ne nan so ɛyɛ ne yɛ we have a problem. You have to make sure so you have a dry environment onya baby na wet but shouldn't be too long. So original baby wet. You always have to keep a dry environment. Don't overpopulate a more small space. So you need breathing space. So send your baby will store no bia no ne bia pen send your tier no. And just because when you're more 100 now space is 20 no now say more no account you so you give them space because ruminants said the cano now they like to relax. No more agitator but poor but no more sign area into here space or better no what do not come and we've talked about stressing them. These are some of the stress that we face. So and with that practice, we try so be keep more weight, no especially balance kakra. If you are for musa and you move so and go the same place. Bullying them. So you need to keep not too many goats in a small space. These are all keeping your goats healthy. We are talking about a Nema, a morning to be communicating through, but over try say over make it our practices where you send your benya. One thing is over pastor now the maomono. Also policies are pastor no. Jani out the maomono. If I say what is a baby. Ni say na ebi a morning to me focus so e could di agro. Obeja na egu so. So ebi a wadua enema aduane a odema omo me say ebi dia bacteria no molato no you're walking in enema bi o a in say morning by yes it trip through it to na say because sometimes I did bi o a bi a the sense to be nice to aboa no but bi a na poisonous to them. So nti o pastor no kra wa ye no ne uhei na watwa no aduane na de ma mbo ne nyina no o mo wani koso ne nyina ye be observant monitoring your surroundings. Me hu whole kiti bi na me hu se bi a potential se bi a be ye wo na se bi bisa na me ma esi no sometimes me ma ye di ejashem the bonu ja ne ye all these things ne nyina you be provided adequate project to say it be a side of well na entertain your but over farm no ma bibia to me see it be a more omotumi be attack goat no new sheep no how do you predict it? And most of the time no maybe say me two dogs be or omu hunipa daytime and I drop any mo pie and they mingle with the goats no you know woman goats no and draw and me release you and onye obi a wuni mo ene ya and they back sometimes back back enye a year say or back to alert watchman so another eye to the watchman nti no patrol yard nim say though ye the one go pen mu ho but yard nim no even o say hu or walk around ade back then you alert the watchman then we see so those are some of the scare idea if we are Ramkrama sa coyotes numbers fox numbers na if you have a dog I will train you more though outer fence but that is another security for you we are still talking about keeping your money healthy because recently I saw a guy I think he's a farmer also here in Ghana beer and what to be breaking to the pen ni mu every one be say 6 or say
me boy.
but now me share the structure and send you any train am say na say we do be able to me so these are some of the things that can say come as business yeah there's one note also who say is it inflammatory insulo to me for mu and as inflammatory for continue to me for that is how slick and patriotic And you know, you just have to have a way over box you in very well. And also to be a transfer one from one farm to another. Try as much as possible there. Our own stressing woman. So, because stress is a very key to one immune system. So the immune system not drop, say pay. Chances say I really born now be very big, and it comes with stressing them. Since I know can say me work, and more be 16. Almost free end. And also move by the end of the month. I think they be grab account. So when we are may come a scenario. So what we plan to do is say you bet you one car near the Inuani woman, near the Insuo woman. Then the pana man of Chefs will yendi no. On nip or snacker any money or mobile farm. A morning nimuno or no tremuano a moment and ya told me ye monitor on your woman pan any idea. Ye be beyond, you know. Ono abelu dia kaka na ho no timubi e di nuane agumo to take a one dream from Jenny now omo taking it so na ensuo wo the last time ye bisa ya ni bisa no ye buy ni lose money too from stress. So this time you change your approach instead of say the be maka I'll be in the no me say no on train na end of the month no ya gather omunyina na cars na e dey near call northern park gonna eba enya passengers no yempe baako saa Benz bus no jo se den yem condemn seat no near the mo na gumu ye di nuane wo mu na ya block near ya ono so timo bi near the omaba. So what am I trying to do? I'm trying to eliminate stress from because it's not about the money, but Bram, I'm trying to kunya sa abo farm only village, you know. And then the transit I day bano. It was say, oh yes, so stress obedrua. If you are yare 1 or 2 be born, the one abwana bebu. You know, me lose a lot because I abwana by now no more no. Ibinim, it's almost survive ya. Almost probably me lose about 2 no. So be go be member 2 me lose more 6 just from one journey. That is the multiplication of what's away. And ya boy 1 pen will lose no. One no oba ya no benyim ye within 2-3 months when you more 3. But we will know we lose up. We will lose sika baako. But transportation and or the buy no feed out the man and pani our money the one was through and it's police for no you know on this na the bed yina first scanning yina no ashi. So these are some of the things as me you know it be to me it's now me changing my approach with the transporting one. So these are some of the basic things that made me the best starting as keeping the goals healthy. So brother Francis so far with the brother in fact also any other job so
Okay, but that's a far master do. In fact,
many
I
started do happy mom.
Master Charles,
One ne kune bi entina.
more panjamina wala musha. Abataya ye kakra. Okay, and me that's a pa. In fact, me father me chance na mema obi happy Mother's Day. Myself no. Oh, and apparently, in fact, don't be na I wish Mother's Day. Oh,
Now your mother.
me potential mother. Okay, fast forward. Me that's a pa master. Me in fact, you fully done it all. Now, some small 4 points be more. Me put them in the can one ball. I think say they all falls under your points. First one on my list here, Ebia. I was a mapino, and yeah, first a time of pasture. A mapino during Sabia, yeah, in one of my work pasture, we don't mostly consider some factors. Either either say a rainy season, and I say a wet season. We don't mostly consider that part. This if a rainy season, yeah, share at the Kubu. On that, sometimes and one say walk out. We can't follow them one by one to know what is going on there. And it is likely there. Ebia, there will be some place where they can't walk forward. They will be stuck. And you know, by the time our farm manager no make okay, abu I stuck no. Nah, ebia no it's too late. Ebia no it's too late. The second thing is that during the wet season, no, some of the leaves or almost all the leaves are very succulent. Leaves are very wet. And see, such leaves also no. Say if say care and if say you put measures in place, or to cause bloat in some way, and or to cause overfeeding. Yes, overfeeding. And during the wet season, you name there, those small microorganisms now, yeah, what the Indian flowers now, no, it is a very conducive place for them to keep. Okay. That's and so no that mechano when I say oh during the wet and during the cold season no when the environments are being colder a good condition for pests and parasites, a very good time or party during the wet season no. If say you way young go outside, not say you too na you full on very critical otum or the harbor in us or your dry season so you and I can testify and say Ghana no bebe na mpono wa gine enyum there and ponche wonum nsu ai bebe na ni and during the dry season no all the leaves are dried and see after the ebia wa kwa pasture 1 hour 2 hours abano they will come and meet no water in the house or at their pen. And say, oh, come up, and in Subia Newa, Obono. And see, Yapan, and Impa, yet is Yanumunsu. I very stressful coming. And also, you are that or that, now during the dry season, so I was saying that during that season, so yeah. Typical or good season for wild animals such as snakes and those way snakes, fox. And during that season, so if say you wear young one say you need one, somebody said when snake bites the goat, there is no way goats catch or say, Ebia, I have been bitten by a snake. Snake is very poisonous. By the time I will find on the bone, no, wait. Because of no immunity, no, it's very difficult. So when the beer snake no organ, very difficult. Don't just say if say about Kurubuwa. In fact, ya trip and yama be prepared. Also, I don't know yama yenu kong. Second point
Me pacho ne se nya advisable say ye be se abo ni wu a ye bere.
Dabi. First, as a good farm manager, one of the key factor or there the question they say abowa either poultry, pig, abobiawa. In fact, the best thing there, yen putting away from the farm. Now yes, you know, even better by yes, you know, aha, it is there, yes, you know, fancy today, yes, you know. You know, very good. Just away because one, the or yeah, epidemic diseases it can be transferred from one animal to the other. Ebia from ebia or yeah, endemic diseases it can transfer very fast. Ebi swane or yeah, zoonotic diseases it can transfer from the animal to the human being. And they said, you need not say you quarry abona sabio kafe atwe abuka kakra enti mesramu in fact yey na ya bi da but that time in yeni because me ye farm manager wo we na ebia abone bo wan for the yen ken on na ya yen na fa emra kwan do nga wodo on so enti so wodo on so yes na kan pa second thing only ebia changing their feed regularly on the onye ya find there oye wet season into no embo no want to now won't pay because of ebia insuluto into no we prefer say ye feed one that short time no what pen no on sometimes after feeding them no the next day the go the edbe no kakra akamu mesramo eya ada akamu no ye gina ye like na ye tungu na ye more fresh one because most of the farmers no yeah otumuna why the mistake in pa what they new one good until that very day no probably new one na with their old one no the next day no they couldn't buy if or yeah 1 week first day in the our say our say even for on ebia farmers simple map of school for you be or any be farmers for you be it's Miss yeah, honestly, yeah, Shapana, young pra, with Beno. Every day be a with on your fresh, on your new. And the Beno so answer that say, yeah, do by you do good form because in Ponchia and Bobia, they are urine is their worst enemy. Their urine and their physics. One person, one pair, one physics in the sense, no one pair, one urine. In the say, yeah, the war, a Beno good from obviously. If so, they will feel the scent and they will not eat. So if they fail to eat, so like they will not gain weight, and it also causes low production. The third thing,
Me
yeah,
pacho, no question.
okay,
We say me call yenchi a kane no na isusu no. Na yetan yem ponchi wo fie. Bon se be uduru bo ponchi ni bo na bo se ho afọ because omo sebe so omo bini ni omo feces you know omo jonso ne ade a woka no ene yi na mix na enwura so ye hwie omo do no ma hwie banchi no so agu hofom na omo di but all the same no sa abo anya no omo sil na no omo nya hoden edie ni anase bibi wo pot ya na ye nwura na anase ne enye wo nti na ye ma ye hu difference ye wo.
okay. And with that question the same, we are the master. So operation am I? And there are some food beer and now you get any pump. We eat because we have no option. Yes. They are said the best baby yet because you need option the everyday. Oh, I don't know. And that way you know because on your commercial form another because our team the way they we are not taking care of them for money, just for consumption. You know, that really said that encourage papa. My memo one typical scenario will be that same pen and like on the farmers need be the it blocks out to me what they what they firewood out to blog and if say pen no very wet and dirty, say Okoma, where do you think the animals will be standing? Bona way now the most bona or other one do about inter. At least for them to do away with their sense. It won't walk away now was corners in a way jar maybe what I feel. And over there on my own there one pet. But because we don't understand their language, I'm Canada. Don't understand their language. Until most you know during and I said search family and what move for no reason. I about to none man will for no reason. No, I don't know. I don't see a factor. And you know, master do me okay, me point in corner what you do my last point in here. We shouldn't be low or overfeeding. We shouldn't be low or we shouldn't like we shouldn't feed them less or overfeeding. I wonder if say it did not say yam. In fact, or today you do crank and ye. And I say it did so not the oil kasa. We feel uncomfortable. We feel in stress. I'm kind of into low or overfeed so yeah fact to na one abono why the simple pa into honestly ada order yeshe into no me de bema yesi na man now I start with if the other ways we have me say
Yeah. One a year Mecca for the kind answer number to us was dead animals. You know, to be a unya sudden death view abuabi ewo farm hona. Sometimes you know say experience to be that the best thing is say obey separating the free baby our farm no to their question. No one pay. The idea what veterinarian or one I say it be our obema ya testing actually. So I said because there are diseases you have if you are pathogen be na carry the about farm. So any be a one no ain't see no a best spread it to the head, you know, maybe I will lose to more baby. So and I say because if you are if you are my baby, now then be a contaminate. Although maybe an immune system you weak and are catching the first anyway. And you know, if you're able to if they're able to dissect it, maybe you will say, oh, if you are we now maybe we might have a preventive measure or they didn't matter the rest of the head now. A bit civil more be brave, I won't be able. So I was in that, you know. Because I remember there was a time when one lady kind of said not farm help no name the measurements it was a vaccine now they won't buano. And she went overdose on the buano. And you know, Omo at a stretch, but afraid them one ebu and you move slowly. You know, within a space of 2-3 days, no, nem more best 40 was the same performer. So they were dying slowly. So the move early, no, my you be when you're testing you who say, oh, so that's how deal with. It wasn't a disease, it was just a negligence from the farm help, you know. And when wait me and reading label and overdosing one with the vaccine, you know, and I affect him. But they were because be a first one, testing, and they were able to save some. And that's how I'm me wipe the plug, you know, out of and you know, sometimes you know, I did be Sisana bet in a good normal practices, you know, it will be better say, me a test the ashe. So now if you work with the air course, now they are about the can buy. The testimony we are definitely it was a usieno and answer usieno, you know, far away from the one. other practices are common pass they say baby feed one obe try say obema from abe film our store unya rats and events about events
Ekura.
nkura na nkutre be ja omu na yagu saa feed na wa store this so then I admit no you try to it's any price kind and you need fresh water for them. Yeah, one thing na me call no mo catch and say so no more men fa maboa no say wo na wo ye farm manager so wo dim say so we wo no more men fa maboa no so that's how much so they telling you say try to have a good source of water with the bema moana yes be omu na no ma kono mu so got to be emu no mu di aba na go dey here another one so I want say wo dey mo bia free baby baba be count flock no ho a also quarantine omu because baby audio mu free ba no unim yare wo mu no one vaccinate omu ni ade na audio mu ba but you have to separate them from your existing head in the one farm home. Now we will go through a period of time. Most of the time, I'm for recommend it be 1 month to 2 months. You know, it depends on you. Say 6 weeks rana. Omu basana, ya ma omu a dry hay no. Grass na dry no. Because I know a neutral to a morning in a initial man the best practice I think the way ya kasenka they be alcohol no na the neighbor no obeji omu feeding program ni feed e de mano ti ebi a hono ye mano soybeans ni corn and e de name be afra at least ideas are boy in the system no we na wo mu sa it your what to kwan na we na ba wa ye you know dry hay no will prevent say obenya diarrhea because the morning diarrhea na say for so be o at 2 to 3 days it might be fatal as one be one way but dry hay no a bulk in up and I know the eyes of worry gary na we with him no you know senia and punch omu physics near to say berries no I getting about small hair that is what you want to see and all these things are practices what open one of I was with it Sabon crown say bibia faniyemu and how long na or mouse lose stool no the physics labor no how long ohun ya no e was how try say we see no because all yes I lose energy abonu lose energy on person obedidi aduane no susu no be keep you strong so this is where sometimes you know your multivitamins normally the friend is a supplements now a boost your energy so hey you know you want to see say almost phases no yes round berries that's a normal way some might go up and down you know so especially as we introduce and we introduce feeding so we existing feed now the moment any new feed be out there bro will be out also we had in kakra so to say be a me ma omu be a brachyria no mulatto no be a me 100% okay now me the feed we become one me ma brachyria be a 75% now the new feed me be a 25% na so be a kakra bi me ma no be odi be 2-3 days na the body no adjust ya ni be ma 50-50 after bedroom maybe no metimi aye no sa feed na me introduce you no metimi man be 100 for because after anybody na tie aduane no but yes sudden change of aduane it me how you know to say then an air can say be a northern part choose Africa wedi o Ashanti region and be more fufu a sweet change but be an go di choose Africa maybe no di fufu no kakra bi kan ho no oye ne sa the same thing with the moano oba the aduane no o transition you just don't change it you add it you add it, no adjust it. It say abona cho so cho farm bia be could be as we introduce new feed bia try to do that. Fashion omunuani omudimu kakran omu body ni adjust ya na afi work of full don't just change the biana no then be mumpo and vaccine so there it will be your normal or so vaccine normal. There is one CDNT Nidino or the Mona science Francis Clostridium perfringens type C and D and tetanus. Tetanus no there. What they met type out to now? Yeah, no offer the way. Yeah, the minimum is very CD and T. T no tetanus. Tetanus they say a monaco rim. Omuninam, omufro war, omufro play yard near the day. Obetmenya cat. If you are sending a cat in nipa that will be a tetanus. Hey, obetim ne ho ye ne hene bi o de twitwi wo bi ana o de twitwi baby na that wo na wo no near there. So that injection the man once a year. O man once one is protected for the whole year. You know, on my calendar and I say on my app, no. Every time it will be no set date, no set a reminder. In the year neighbor subiano, the reminder no will give me say a more way. I was sending more then. Miss a woman program. Make a far baby free baby bar. Say and normal practice and I was say mammy the medical record kind of the tag bona and go see me nyasa many na. But mimi ni baby ye free ba. Sa ni mani ni ontino aboa ba me farmer. Sa me man be say 2 to 3 days my quarantine na ma call word no so me the tag bona so na ma set on so date at ho. Because all travel out by be account that they be channel. BBI is saying, you don't want because tetanus do the enya touch you mupe. And also yeah another deadly a year. I didn't be say already who go to nurse be a hoops no aya atenti no be a on anti our balance on to be in now year. Normally what on the good practices no it was all pay abo I so play yard inside. Was playing, jumping near the other. And sometimes they go out there, no more the host, and no take care of it. But so who say if you are China still inquire, you will almost scissors for what you did a trim or host. Into one over trim or host, and it's a small process. And I know say no there, but Francis betting me actually because I know timid. He said, "Ram, why am you my bani at the identity?" I know you on the side. And you better look at who tribute to me, elaborate you, Hoka Krama, or yeah. I think that those are the basic things. I think that you should know, but you will move into other things too. So, I want to give me introduction and how the general things also, and you have to have another one. So you have to have a first aid kit box. Farm first aid kit box because one it will take you temperature you have to now I see I send my account every day say yeah business business no the business na sika to protect sika no there are things you have to learn komu no basic farming as long as I wa aboa no saa nneɛma nketenkete wei nyinaa no ɛwɔ sɛ wei nye detail wei big to like you say aboa no script a yɛwɔ ebi a wode iodine na ɛbɛyɛ mu nti wowɔ gloves a wɔyɛ wowɔ cotton wool a wode bɛbɔ iodine no mu ebi a wowɔ sɛ na meka no ebi a wotumi vaccinate vitamins ɛfrɛ no sɛ energy drinks ɔmo vitamins this animal name a basic name you as a farmer no and also every day be an alcohol be man best animal we no into almost 2 box no was animal we nyina I was say okay na vaccine Omoya obe assist aboa in case of the owner say it's good so aboa bi ebe wo so a say night time the car no it's good say obe wa around to assist, you know, because then I can know you check it time now know it's okay be within this month the more no better year you have to learn certain things obe try say obe assist. You know, into those are some of the basic things that things that Brad Francis wrap up on the whole and up the end to us in the
Okay. When I say, let's start with you waves, waves, you know, waves, trimming. Also, sometimes say there were a point two my one, like one we need draw so be brave the man. One was feeling comfortable. Two, like one movement cramp on are very difficult because the more one we know, or carry some or carry some weight. Like one movement here very difficult kakra. And other question like they looks very dirty always because I think it's one IFE. I think it's nama one IFE. See, na abona nkono on should on looking fresh every day. Now say unfortunately say nsuku abono so dem make no abono no ye true pa like abono heavy. Now say other point is say if say by mistake abobi kwahye abono ne skin na sia obey very difficult there ibu obey difficult ibu bibi to there skin ebia body skin or miss body skin ebia skin rashes me only no matter who you are you will not see it. You know, on say yeah, sometimes you trim in one wall body. Also, on the area, here is a color. We just reduce the length of their hair. So, one will look free, like will look smooth. But parents can cry and more can Mr. Menu need way no there. Of the observation. Oh, there, baby, I yake na no. Observation is the best observation. Sometimes when you say the kwasra rather before answer ebowura pen mu biara no, we need to at least watch them from distance. From distance, we will get to know their real behavior, their real attitude. Very good. And any amount we are seeing now, me pepper ebony nenjumono. I've been watching you from the distance. Say, just even what distance, we get to know their red being. You say, you too na ya them na say, ebia say you ra ibunum just straighter. They will pretend to be whom they are not. Very good. You say, aboli yanumpa. Ebia it force do me to the animal was also forced to run. Or very difficult the bounty of observation. Very, 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 very important. That's the second point. We shouldn't expose them to much noise. But there shouldn't be much noise as they are average because you ever abo into labor. Abo what one all about or stress on its own. Now I got the did so. No, I don't know. I very stress. You know, fact noise though we can't eliminate, but we need to try and reduce it. The next thing here, we shouldn't scare the animals, but they should be our friends. We should know how to receive them, how to welcome them. Yeah, but the master do the me every day. They are super there. Oko feed them boy. Nasa maybe over and what him there. This is our manager. This is our worker. This is our friend. This is our father. So automatically they will welcome Master Edu by going close to him, not even because of him, but because of the food. But what are we saying? There's some families here. Abon only do in China la na or the nene ebutu krama. Wapa baby or niti afa. And you say abadama. If say abon yara, like because we are not close to them, it's a very difficult day you be able to. I say yafa obia every day be an oil free to the animals no. I say ebia any ako penumu. Ebia ehunde aboko da ho e was afafa no kakra. Was afafa ni team kakra. The next time I do suffer for the team, very quiet. They say ebia I do suffer for no there is a mistake, you can easily identify it. But if we are not close to them, I bet it was part then what to now identify. The next thing, we should try to prevent foreigners from coming close to our pen. Yes, we should try. In fact, though you can't prevent them 100%. We should try our best. There are some customers to be say. If so, say what they prefer to come inside and point say me pay away. Hey, one man. That will be a very hard practice. Very hard practice. And as a good farm manager, no, if say employer ready for marketer, you try and separate them. Yes, you should try and separate them because they pen ofi outside the ban. You name as a other bar. You name packaging for other bar. You name at the crowd our issue now sir or inside. So also yes, very careful for on demanding. Next thing, record keeping, good record keeping. Them a master menu kind of. Say you keep recorder. I can even say if say yanya and one crank or ye, because say and keep record. Ye who a da able to go yamo duema. Ye who a da a one bay. Na ye who a da a bono heat. Ye who a da a bono obanyam. Ye nim de to cry a bono oba would you say ye nim ni nala. How are we going to administer the duema? One first thing. How are we going to assist the animal? If say time has to of Abawa, we will not get to know all this. Now you make sure that goat doesn't lay egg. So because it can get benefits from their eggs. The only benefits we get from them is or are their offspring. Or are they no? Yes. They give you better on my profit. So after the goat going through the 9 months pregnancy stages, 6 months pregnancy stages, 5 months, 3 months. Now, because of ABR, sorry to say, carelessness, another record that you keeping to know. That's a abonua, one waste of time, waste of resources, waste of capital. What to record keep ya there? Ohinyapa. The next thing master menu akano. But the last but not the least on my list, a good farm manager or good worker. A good farm manager. Trust me, say you aware there. Less than 90% people sometimes employ workers not because of their qualification. No, let me even say that way. Most of the or most of the farm owners does not check the qualifications before they employ managers. Because when you may say, when that manager employs a Greek graduate, employs a well-trained and skillful personnel, the cost will be very high. Imagine, that nipa no the salary be high. And all per day also about cost any, in fact, anyone he sees on the street who is jobless, the person will prefer employing that person. And today, yeah, friend, then obia onim kalichi ya fana say driver the me so bafa the many people kwema. In fact, like we are all not secured. If even I wouldn't pana if I didn't pana secured. We should employ qualified workers.
Well, on that note, no, about no, I have a different take on that one because yeah, Father said also actually employ a qualified person, but yeah, condition I will feel no. One is regarding as a qualified person because if they are all coming out from if you are a great school,
Yeah.
only experience will fill the demo.
Eka.
You know, man, my approach is se nipa do wɔ ɔdɔma ɛmoayɛn na ɔyɛ trainable wobɛtumi training na I'll rather impact the person with knowledge na me wɔ no na ma training no wɔ nneɛma bebree so no follow me practices no and sɛ ɔyɛ obi ɔpɛ sɛ osua adeɛ a I mean bother with some big names this animal if I say okay me say oba no pa hwɛ mmoa no nyinaa you know my list and nneɛma a show say we a healthy goat and you know look for these things so nipa no you be a n'ani gye mmoa ho a ɔpɛ sɛ adwuma no pɛ na even ɔnkɔ school da koraa obetumi identify saa nneɛma because me I've been in a position a amanfo bebree de almost see ne nneɛma ba almost try yakɔ winnie badeɛ yakɔ cape coast then ɔba obusa ne sɛ wosi wode adesua na wode ba obusa ne basic question ɛwɔ good farming mu a onim and I'm say if you na wo say wo this see we yaba na o pay accommodation say ni mema o say na me busa basic question on the field na wonim what makes you think say who deserve go say between bia 2000 wa bra many obi a o look at what man 800 cities I'd rather take the 800 cities and train that person make for 800 from you know let me train you more than say well put see we now because see we know they ba no try me say who experience who him there but him there no so far a formula you need grow no e pass o board no grow who so and then I know how good you so then it sometimes when me a veterinary about me farmer a plan of us no say obey administer injection na man boano maybe I saw it as say you're wrong my afraid be oba e kra na no kra bon petition ne ho kra bon sa na me obi a oba be won pa ne watwa bi na oba see
Ayaka.
So ODD.
I did ja.
Or the motor so do buy na me say na wa na usiri kuma oba udi motor uni helmet watwa bi na ba be won
Mr. Pamford. Mr. Pamford. Oh no, I want moto.
That will trip. One go do trip. You know trip na oba na me. Na me do na me say.
Oh no, I want
Moto. No, then ya need.
Moto ni calabe. I am black.
Hey, Sani manema we no. You watch those things. So then I did. Me my find a group of guys ebi anko school and baby. but the name training I'm in my family, I'm getting more results than say me feel saying can be wasting my time so far. Your friend is saying, "Obi of say or you qualified," because the moment the people say or you okuta qualified or qualified, no, you the farm manager no, who lose guard man say me the BBS will be a winning the answer. So. Ma who dim say nipa no onim ade papa na wo no wa kire na de bia no we alert and I was because me we ade kra na me say busa right now WhatsApp chama me ade na akoto enu twa instructions de ma me ma ye hwe kwan abefa so ade be wo no eduro na e spray e dem ho no ma me hwe eti everyday bia no e ma we hands on because unu nipa no the capacity ni the capability but the nipa no so qualification to me reading no say almost na ye hwe no wo soma na now ono ye de ope but meanwhile na on the field na nkasa no onim de oye so at that on that note no may a little bit and we have to be lenient on that side.
Let me answer question way very simple na yamchero I want to empepe no e wana bosia adepam no ade e wana bosia the way what the create be a birthday party no if say ye bia wana where do we must go to na yakọ omo office na ebia ye ko hu one madam obia me pede ebia nyambo next week maybe okay demuda ma e so pastor enye madam no kasa ngotin de madam no ba point obia oye good among them among anambo very good enti no eba tina say ye nya farm managers yankwa agri college teachers biomis they know say agri college they my miss kind no all the member ekukowa we have different farm animals yawo particular students ade no ebia all the ebia if so your poultry mutin ohwe for the whole 4 years and the whole 2 years or your sheep or your goat and you know those people automatically they can easily be identified by the lectures. And see the moment about Kwebia college and any farm institutions that in here ebia bachomi here obina now community no good automatically acha 1 minute the lecturer can point someone no ma memfra Pizza ma memfra Francis ma memfra boy way oh didn't see who that onu nyimpa na lecture no orphan no the lecturer believes in the person because lecturer him there when that person accidentally mess up things he is in trouble so the lecturer can give you right and skillful person not by qualifications even though qualification they only the offer country not by qualifications. And so I also insist that if say you are the right channel, a farm managers are but and now those they call themselves graduating. Trust me, almost 80% they only went to school because of ABS set. Last, not me catch Mr. Charles there. Yanto brand new knapsack without any manual. You can quite take care of me, your friend. KUNST say KNST. If I quite take now a Greek graduate no. What's the way graduate no? We should give them the knapsack, ordinary knapsack to arrange. Like the number of students we arrange it. Yes, it will be 2/10. And see, if so are 2/10, when we see the lectures, they will find the 2 for us. That's it.
So it gets back to my point. Say right now, no, you say yeah, school more added training the mind. Yes, you have more theory than the practical aspect of edema. So I say, kaya dia, you more practical no. and Grofoneba out now, it will be much easier, and the workforce will be much easier because who started farming there, who expect to say, hi will be a money be a 2,500 cedis just to stay on your farm to do the basic things ubia or GBA 500 betting because as a farm help and as a farm manager, no, the basic things I mean make sure be a man of 500 cedis or administer in Yanene spray ni sa nema way you now also work with school now with all this qualification and then Ababa on top of the Abedeba Unipana man of 500. It's just something very little because if you have a jargon, so no name say. But if I have a good program, that's what I'm saying is that you have to have a good program. Say, offer beer free every corner. Now the new rural farm, or follow program now. Obey me and the home one. The case being there, amount for Fulani herdsmen, any man one. How are omutimi handle Nentry without any formal education? A trained practice and you pass it down to them. Some of the practices now we know good. A bit you want to pros and you but
Sure.
they are able to handle herds of cattle from miles. Album be and Columbia no just to handle someone. Now no imagine say when you need a cry or what love for a moana only know what environment who training no near how food nete how near my things you anything say that or what environment this I think that they will be able to go further than say I mean don't get me wrong if who was Canona may for example be a on a larger scale. Yeah, I'm just saying it's a bedroom on a larger scale. May will be 100 acres. May will more be over 10,000. Now I have to get with professionals, the so-called professionals, to come and help me say the Bayer Nema. I wouldn't mind paying that, but I'm just saying say farm no up and coming. I think that if you have a program, I'll be to me, I employ the locals now. Here be 500, 800, this are around 1,000. But now, a best soon budget, I'll be to me, they are running projects. You know, you don't necessarily have to go and because Ghana, as I will call lecturers way, as none of a point to the grammar of PBB, the obedient new PBB. Then you know, I'm cancer and padding queen.
Okay.
You know,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, brother.
But you won't Mr. Churchill, the Wakano. Now, if you have Mama Quana for me, the land to na will be of so contribution be a question, not the air. The time I'm open, I'm not catching me.
Okay.
Okay.
My main list,
Okay.
main list, certain things that we looking at for as a healthy good.
Sure.
Because that is what we're talking about now. My listing points, view has say, a healthy good no be the biane no in quantity say na be seven no odi the biane no or that ho na o kill ne curb no wa we no hu so oyiba say e mo ni nyina ekọ a okobi so onja no ko gina wan corner pe a na onim se bibi ha no so e mo na ekọ a ka ho say ohome a on pante ti se bia abo a wa bre anasa abo wo tumrika bre ohome normal and I don't know what Odo unsa to ne mfimu say ya now time what to be a 1 minute also to be home maybe 70 to 80 so it will home 70 to 80 that means any heart rate normal the heart rate normal definitely abo autogus with the Olympo with him say bibi hano So say enye the friend is saying the food rot and I say bibi na awon and I say yeah, or you know ball say ni hu nwi etutu a na onum say some ni hu nwi etutu a e bi a nwemo ano you have to spray and I say worms any woni mu nani no so hwe mo ne nani a white a or too much worms e woni mu e o say nani no ye emu ni ye brownish bi sa e ni say all white or the nani black ne wo mu no the outer no too white a na you say mo woni mu udi we ma program no e o say o hihye ni ye more woman they need start a more but too much and yet that's when I was a do women program yeah and Obiano was these are some of the things that was so when you say every 2 months piano would do women no matter farm help be Obiano which the data and at the women also no men for only one type also because a one get used to the would do a you know so switch now the beat him one I how it will be our 3 different types 4 different types into Musumi way or ma it be at the next 2 months no obema way the next 3 months obema way and obema way and those the way man in and will be a show woman syringe at the woman you will be so at the womb or now be a choice anyhow I'll pass it definitely the nose slightly dry and now boy say if you no free you all the time I be and no hey no and you good if you are overgrown if you are you need to do not the hand so those you have let me see say the stomach I bloated and I think that we've talked about bloating you know how to come out with bloating and we know so that's where minerals no here no salt no inside man so it balanced it you know and diarrhea and the can say too much diarrhea that means there's been a slight change so you have to watch for those things and the skin all the time also smooth and you know dry shiny skin and there are things that Mr. Francis one can say oh scruffy hair you know the hair now rough that you say and more handle your powder one they bought a man so the young ones no your powder one any liquid one I the frames you the spray and I say this so much you know maybe I prefer the spray you know when there every the sun me yet the Sundays the binzano paro na ya me blue mu na we jaw mu na na so those are some of the healthy things I was looking for healthy goods you know any other thing beyond say there is a problem that we have to address yes sir mute
Mukafra moma be kwan na me de link na to but mpese mbusa oniema mienu be on say normal ya na ye pese ye mo na ye farmland ye nya no bush baby ni pantime if baby ni pantime ko ya na wo awo hwehwe kotia na dade no how be ni betimi akipu ye mo na from sebe son awo no because ye can say force no de na so woni bush ye too much ya edin so mo beba me das
Okay. Now say for snakes room, there are some snakes here. They are like they find it difficult let's say walking. I mean, means walk crawling. They find it difficult being on a clear land. When you say yesterday, yes. So if our farm is being located at the bush, at least we need to clear around. In fact, zero Just turn 0 around only a first time. Now sometimes we will say be every week be a general cleaning now. Need to spray. There was some chemicals be preventing those animals. It be a bit of it. It be a bit of it. A prevented them with pa and only a one to na you to na. If say anyway you saw. Oh,
Na me ba chembo na bitozin ye the best spray ye mo ano.
that
Na say
be
this environment no.
if you spray, yeah, environment. And sometimes so ebia like first we believe it as ebia say yes show car tire yes sir we believe say ebia
Yeah.
also na upon but the most serious note in there we need to clear there like my clear a one if say you clear if say even say abono say otum na say about them clear land now we might see it. Yeah, 50-50. We might say it. But if the way wish here, there is on maybe here 90-10. There's 90% say you. No, I don't know. And honestly, one to now. Ocean higher. But Mr. Do, but you okay? Mr. Do, the point now. Okay, no. Hey,
And then scan anything I bet you.
Ofedu eba obeso go ai. O de
Anything scan
you sure say
anything.
what chire.
Mr. Maybe the point now. Okay, no. I want to say, I very, very, very brilliant point. Now, as I look in there, there were qualities of a good. Me order me per where okay, yeah, sure. Qualities say to me now. You do now. You qualities of a good goat. The first quality, ability to eat and drink. The first thing, because I wanna hear for na abano. The general thing there, ebia abonbody did not obonom na why can say. So by per or the absence of those two things, it is a very big problem. It's the first thing, ability to eat and drink. If base so I would only a good mothering ability, good mothering ability. How na ya war important say what we are. They prevent the lamb from sucking their milk. The important
Na what in na na wo no ne ba no.
very good, very
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
On the abono so ohia the more small collection ohia the more milk na to gain energy. He said yampe abo good modern ability. In fact, never more bon no. The animal will prevent them from sucking the milk. And your qualities be brave. Should be a way a good good. But maybe that mesmerize it. Mr. Men we na can because ebia Mr. Men waka the point. What's my kind of point? But if say obody 10 year on should the onya accurate way In fact, frankly speaking, the very good practice, and I say the most safest way are able to be a good manager of our choice. On the end if say you offended a poultry na ebeda ekwa before answer bokono say if say it was workers 2 another 2 workers 3 kwa ma one call farm institution now one share poultry pay at least 6 months 4 months 5 months training if so yeah cattle pay sheep pay goats pay on by the time I nippon out no at least on him the left form the right. And one time I also realized about Ghanaian farmers in there, we don't know how to even differentiate between workers and managers. We mostly treat them the same, which is very bad. Until the best thing say to me, the best thing to me and your family manager, or they pick one of your workers, na uncle a Greek training school. Now, so either he or she should master that particular animal. If so, your pigs never master or master picking. By the time over here graduate, by the time over out, at least on your level form, no right. And only to me, only the best way to know farm manager without panicking and fear. It's me that say, "Hey, no, Kwame, that be when me too."
Yeah, and I think it's a good idea, but we're starting to too strong and too fast because though 10 acres, open 100 goats. How experienced now it will go real anymore. And so what was I say one country, it was a tense. But so only about the corner I say 5 years. 5 years no not a day in a year. After 5 years, you told me now. And I said, well, come back again. So open up for line, no, so never casa. So bro, for now, trying to in fact.
Okay, me the link na to munti no. Nana Kwame, se me hu Nana Kwame kura mi se be. Ye aka say you pay mu gwa Nana Kwame a, but me ni mu de wo ba ni be hu. Ono a okay. So ono ade a ono no o mu dada. Wa ye bi dada nti no. I think say openi ye nim bibia ye. We the question to mamu. Ye nim hwe ye. Ye tie mu nti se ko hyase. Mmoa dodoɔ sɛn ɛna ɔsɛ de hyɛ aseɛ. Yɛnyi capital nto nkyɛn, mmoa dodoɔ sɛn na ɔsɛ de hyɛ aseɛ. Ɛna sɛ yɛhyɛ aseɛ nso a ɛyɛ bɛtɛ sɛ yɛbɛtɔ bɛrima ka ho anaasɛ yɛmma mmaa no yɛntɔ mmaa nkwa ne yɛmma ɔmo yɛnyɛ wɔn mma nsa ne de ɔmo aba. Meda ase.
Me scenario no deɛ wo botae si wɔ ani so nti a ma ɔbɛyɛ mpɔnkyɛ no. That is a clear picture of any business. Yeah, again, I'll pass away, and again, I'll pay was and one away anymore. So again, the prompting until I'll also obey one. What the same fast room until I'll be and I said, okay, your approach said open more would be breeding stock. So now, do well very qualities out there. It is a beer ɔbaa wei ɔwo a otumi wo mmienu mmiɛnsa na wɔyɛ fɛ ne mma gyina hɔ a kama ne mma tumi gyina wɔn so wɔn gyina wɔn so obetumi ama me more wenya ɔbɛrima a ɔno nso gyina ne ho so equally ayi a ɔde ne bɛ maakye na ɔba bɛyɛ breeding stock ebi a mɛtɔ atɔn mɛkɔtɔ bɛtɔn ɛyɛ different so obiara wɔ ayi a obiara ɔkan ɔfa so a ɔde yɛ ayi ɔde yɛ but like I said no it will depend on your budget and as wokɔ no ɛyɛ den a there will be a learning curve sɛdeɛ America no wobɛtumi akɔfa mmoa tu ɔmo nyinaa bɛtumi abɛwu wobɛtumi afa mmoa 40 ebi a ɛɛkɔ na ebi a wobɛstart esua nneɛma bebree 10 ɛbɛwu ebi aka na wokɔ w'anim na wo stock bi na woyɛ na afei wo nsa akokɔ so no ehu sɛnea bɛyɛ so obi wɔ hɔ a ɔkɔfa ketewa saa ne sɛ bi a baako mmienu efiri mu anaasɛ eyi a na n'abɛn mu so you need to find your way and your budget and the way our person nneɛma ne kɔ because preparation for the beginning. Say, omunuane and marketing kiti albeye says no. It depends. It depends on you. You know, Obi said Obi or bit like I said, Oko for 100. We already say farm help, no. Omunim do mababeye. You know, because one of the omunya be drew, omunya be count, sir. Or no, the only man say, or so I know power or who himself a man at the end. But I'm going to you. Sunday meaning are they ready? It mean I always urge people say, Sunday when you are there, I walk plan move to get the land. I'll be you with you and obey say, but then maybe 5B or something. Because 5 crowns for the same money, we are 5. What for Bema Banco? By chance, let's say Bema full, not a man 5 million anima. Not a money in our 2. That's 10 over there. Plus 5 now, no, that's 15. Bema can 1 is 16. So within a short time, no, a money from 5, about than 16. No. Into who one more 1 year had 1 year near man termination. The man be so as I be will come one. I feel about the multiplication at starting. Now multiplication is starting now to meet you would demand be an or vaccination in your man more. Now I be for full. And on person be now be no basa. You perceive they know good practices idea. So I was so sure to now but I says a behind the training way. Try to gain a lot of knowledge. Ewa ade ababa beyem. Obi bia me so kunyanim de usua. Now we started practicing. So obi me like I said, me person me come very big. But I started with a number be comfortable with. Me the local ones so next start. The person me de benyi na no. Me what learning curve and sana. So specific number is it's up to you. Maybe 2, 3, 5, 10. It's all up to you. So, obviously, or tough of meat, and to be a man kwan or pay. Your cotton will be going or fatting or no cotton market there, and you make me have as many as you want. You know, power. So, Tuniana, member now for the member, oh, toner, if you are season and I'll be ton more, and you're 1,000 crown, I'll be found doing the way with it. In Mianin, I'm the more, but you still have to meet the health requirements in the woman. Any more and say Nabis Bromia, the Nebia, Brunia, Eastern Sanim, and never an automatic bar, no more of an abeton of an abeton. And also a little bit my cash flow on a 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, every 3 months we are which means a cash flow from there. You can also do that. But friends, local market, if anything, yeah.
Oh, I have a question on referee.
Obi a o Jesus program na say a referee question. Also, what would be like an appropriate number if you want to start a goat farming now? A number being now for say comfortable, so it will be the best starting a goat farm.
Okay, in fact, the only fact is the actual number or the specific number I will recommend us to start with is unknown. Yes, unknown. It's all determined by your capital. In fact, in purpose the whisk cannot actually wagbo. Whisk cannot wagbo. And it depends on your capital. And you see, there are some people that they sometimes venture into business with their own different mindset. Ebia make up for 5 years. Them right, yeah, master Kwame Chori, for 5 years. Nti bisonda the 5 years now on enter get no. Embo ahino process also process start fee. Embo 100 no. The $100 starting. So there 5 years no. And what ahina ono botum na wuenya ifimu. 5 years I make calculation 1 year be obotum enya onya and more than 370 we 1 year. Abra first 100 anka no. 1 year obotum enya the more 370. Marty 370 times 5. Just imagine. To be sound there, for 5 years. Have he made the necessary preparation to receive their case? Only one question. Because me assure there, if upper there, or start the next structure, about one say over 2 now, wage and 1 to 100. But beyond the next 1 year, I'm going to multiply by 2 each. Why ready? Would the farmer consider all those factors? No. The next 2 years? No. The next 5 years? No. Aside that also, feeding. Is it going to depend on commercial feeding or natural source of feeding? How is the feeding program going to be? Also, if commercial feeding, how is it going to be? If natural source, we can't also depend on natural source of feed because of environmental degradations. So many factors I consider. To many if say you need any idea or another, if say for a beginning start with what you can. Yes, start with what you can. Now, by the time I use after 1 year, then you'll be gaining more skills. If say 1 year, let's assume you started with 5. After following 1 year, you lost 2. It's a plus. Lost 2. It's a plus because you will definitely get to know the cause of their death, and I'm not sure it can repeat itself the next year. Sometimes if we lost our best, we shouldn't give up. It's a plus. Yes, it's a plus. We should build upon it so we will not make the same mistake the next year or the next growing season. And meaning there is no fixed amount. Which kind of watch
So
Okay,
yeah, based on that, based on that, my main share calculation be that what I say. Because sometimes
enuanom ne adɔfo mede link na ato hɔ mesa de to obi nti no mo a mopɛ sɛ mo ba na yedi nkɔmmɔ no mesrɛ mo mmra na mommɛkasa na mo mɛkyerɛ mo adwene brada kwa me so bra bɛkyerɛ wo adwene ɛda ase ɔpɛni kafra me
no it's good send there omutu ne wa father say me wo a mark 25, right?
Yeah.
Na me wo bema baako because bema ojina na so betima 7 ma be say 50 and I 40, on a normal you the man say 30 to mark 25 in a range. In the time a mark 25 you father say obiango da make say is okay me wo chances say me produce many better 20 with about 5 dead. So maybe a mortality became so a more 25 na omuni na awo ebi a awo ni mu no we di anye we di say na say yeah right now my benya more 20. It will be almost 25 to beginning. We obema baako. Baba benya nema 20. Nema 20 no. Now let me divide it by 2. We divided nema 20 by 2. And I said 10 year ma. And a 10 year mema. So now no. me wɔ mmaa 25 a wɔn woeɛ masa benya mmaa 10 aka ho mmarima no boys no meyi wɔn kɔ one side nti saa mmaa 10 na bɛka ho no fa ne sɛ wɔn nyinaa within the next 4 to 5 months 6 months no wɔn nyinaa atumi ayɛ yie wɔn gyina wɔn nan so biribi ayɛ kɔrɔta na no ma benya mmaa 35 saa 35 no saa 35 no first 25 no yɛ saa bɛrima no na ebetumi asɛɛvo wɔn 10 na ɛbaayɛ no saa bɛrima no ontumi nsɛɛvo wɔn because ɛyɛ wɔn papa nti mɛwa kɔpɛ ɔbɛrima foforɔ na mɛ de abɛsɛɛvo saa 10 no nti saa 10 no wɔn tag yɛ different so nti naa no mɛrima mmienu na aba mɛ pen ne mu naa no saa 35 wɔn nso ɛbɛwo a naa no because wɔn saa 35 no 25 no aba bɛwo wɔn second time wɔn ba bɛkɔ second time no wɔn chances sɛ wɔn bɛwo 2 ɛne 3 ɛyɛ high 10 na wɔn aba bɛka ho no wɔn no na ɛba bɛwo only 1 wɔn chances yɛ only 1 nti saa 10 no ɛne new bɛrima na ɔba no ɔno ɔba bɛma me ɛma ɛma 10 so the previous one na owo na omame emma 20 no now me for the same average obema me emma 40 because me chances say ombe 22 into emma okay now let's strike the same average ebi as 40 no emu 20 ebe ye ma na 20 asaya ye mema it is say ma pushing 1 and 10 times bia every 5-6 months bia omuna bia me spreading it out ko be say 7 months 8 months with enko be say 2 years no me started with the more 25 no right now no more me look at now no a man na me wo mo free me farm ho no make my me selling stock because me person will be reproduce with almost sisters no mo mama no nti na me baba beton e dia finance me farm na e ma no so no pe a o be select mu no way die omu quality o fo say omu gina omu na so na do ma yo mu breeding stock na fe enti within a short time no when you be a wo ton e dia boa o farm no and when you be our selectors local, I say what do bro, na bana, a boy, you come upon where you go say next year be there. It's the same process here. But you have to take a pen and paper and answer with chart. No nothing. No draw anima with me. I have a spreadsheet, I'm not draw anima with. So we plug in a more 300. Let me plug in how much within a year may expect. Expected babies. It be it me see, but that would be my expectation. But someone to calculate. Oh yeah, we also calculate who feeder with the bema woman. Anyone ra with the bewo. And you know, you catch us you found near as business. Men gonna say if you are one the actual Wellington boot and why you find and then full moon. There be yeah the calculations too for ankasa. Anyhow, I be finance your farm no, without any money from bank. And how I feel say you beat me at turning one around so quick to go to market to gain money to fund our, And at the same time, I always advise people say you can also have side because you are in the farming business now. You can have side issues when it comes to that. And more what an our canon say now. Me a more back me hune a confirm.
Yeah.
Inti now no. Me ni me go for ne kasa say me yan confirm ni bi wo me farm ho. Na ma je e mo na pe ase ho na ma je ni nyina no. A me ma go to me ko ho. Me be yen me dey confirm so be ku ho. Na omu hwete nkanka no. En confirm ye mo a omu hu wo a ana omu hu ade ye strange bia almost sound the alarm chain will be and almost me come on. Umbeto so one everything. Almost the same cocoa. I know another one. A woman plan. But you know, me problem I may face will be a me farm. No. Me find it real solution from the farm. Any chemicals, but me the more be fight against a dear Baba Hammy or me farm.
Yeah.
When it comes to anybody make my electric fence, no matter I really didn't come on, but electric in the what's man to the whole or you, Miss you, your second idea. You but only anybody over there, any day easy my anybody over a smoke. Yes, sir.
Pacho, Walker, Woodtuo, no, and milk of that Francis, over to me detour. But editor, anyway,
What they had Viviana punch back, and I'm say, we don't want to drop punch him.
yes, what to, Mrs. Adam, Miss what to.
I know. Because I put you through, you try on the stone.
Mom will cry, you will cry, Mom will try.
I was I was there. What you do? And then
Mr. Meduka Assembly. Now, I am very way, now, or can we say? No, I can be there. Some of the farmers here, Ebia at the first year, no, they keep some of the maize for the following year. The maize, no, was letting me now. Ebia, what do baby pound on for you next year? Now, me kai time be na Ebia, minim asmo ababa, me imagine ababa mitima. Mko pay the ebonit na no kachewe. Akwokum. No kachewe, bro.
but also, it's actually geese is very good security for snakes.
Okay.
Boss Isa, nipa cho fa bra never na wo shepherd one o na wo shepherd no.
You know, those are some of the things I will more we fight against predators the babe attack more. You know, because the upon need top teeth na hard keke. So you know, on to me bite it, and above to me attacking or vulnerable as a grind. So you always have to have protection for them. So calculations need your excuse me. When we use spreadsheet now, I can plot in any number. These are some of the things I'm sure say. Me yes, I calculation we now me ear tags no me orange, yellow, green, blue. Say na me color code na me tag you more. Me say wo plana me the Ghana seasons. So me when me mama emo ni shia na me anticipate 5 to 6 months emo no be wo. Ewo dry season. Na me synchronize omo wo no so. Na within a month and a 2 and 3 months no. Membo nyina no ebe giving me babies within a month or 2.
Yeah.
Senia yen sabe koso na adwuma na yitimi yi nipa ba ko se ona obetena ne ma no ho a anopa mamis ni ba no mu feed you mu emo milk na emo aketo no se ne area na ma adwuma na ye easy amount because you don't want to miss babies no any big head no together in case of mobile say it will synchronize ya e boa and e calculations no so etoso the me yam emo aketo ho adwuma minim say emo aketo ho adwuma na me empenyimfo go ho adwuma na wo. So you have to have all these practices anything sending I know to boss here work no paper so food farmer it comes so easy because we say BBI follow step by step then ebe achieve the maximum healthy good na ope and it's any awo so we feed you inspect especially feed, you have to inspect it very well. What say, oh, you can't dry here in your store. And kutre, and they are preventing kutre no ye netting kitwano. A dinosaur part because me my bomb you change and instead of silver bone changing the ceiling and my bone ya 2x4 bars ye bill na the ato soro into a one war ase and a bill na share soro but me my name ceiling so a middle and a side and before say could tribute me afa ho no ye didn't net hiding ye didn't net into from a film and then from a fast by honey keep ye hey no until every day piano, you make sure that those and I mean every now and then piano, you clean the pen move, you blow move, you spray move, the morning in our barbon thing, you clean move to get rid of not every day piano where you're dry and nice. So you have to maintain practices. And obey your profit, and profit margin, they see a calculator on the other video. You find about 10 to 20 local people up so no Juma. So farmers, events, chop bar for restaurant, hotel, any mayanka for unumu every week be imagine say ni pay beji and more say 20 and I say 30 through wow. Okra to be supply. The time will come demand the be so high say I was so linking up with other people. Now we have one more to supply. Yeah, so those are some of the so let me see. Yeah, another course and I can't see a back and then I say stress about one hunger, a test, taste a succumb tiredness. Over my 119 to pay the now I want the banner where did you know was out Venice energy in the work about to try to prevent those things. Cold. So whether no issue start to say now whether no change na awo ba especially in Ketuano. No I was say wunya maybe say me wo sa I say tapoli but any tapoli dine and I'm a dia block ho na ne mano ewu mu because edru enimre whether no e drop here you want them to keep their temperature na pregnancy and one of my pregnancy they get stressed easy so be separating one of my pregnant ni free omuko one side omu deal with the head omu separate send your last kind eyes or painful one him bibia na the bofu aduane bi aduane a odi da fe non the con so o make me so omu bi an no kama who change diet and an American say who change one diet sudden change of diet it mean the stress the brain when you say aduane we na be every day other than that there we do we na brain and and I would change the environment now. So engineer America said, may travel free yen diabano. May yen into boss this time may faka na mini team. No they be an enemy issue. Go you change the environment, but they are used to that guy. It's your no the and one musano the new environment on him. Or Baba 2.0 so when you say maybe I'm up there different, and maybe I need different, BBI different. So we started and Ponjoswa, men for back open started. Only a head animals, they prefer to move in twos or threes.
Okay.
In the men can say be a menya or Baba could be my half of fana by no one, or Baba be woman. There be Pebako cannibal, the Kitwa crowd, the Pecanomo. They are head animals, they don't want to move single near the other. Okay. But Charles, go at the end echo.
Yo, yabema yenya bema Daniel Akwaba. Boss.
Fine. Me chia bushia for Mr. Manu me chia won.
Correct, sir.
Well, Mr. Manu question kakra na me busa about a member now on bear crossing no. And so now we say first one say be omukro, second one also finding also people from Barber Cross so say be enkoba say bia ni nua na ebia like ne ba no wasa be cross no nti no sa no ebia obepe farm bi na ane no be ye one ne be kasa na be farm e na free ho na say wa be fa ekwa be na be fa so a obenya omo.
Okay, in a simplest form, open over the start here.
Yeah.
Let's be meaning or the fancy of the mark 10 crown or one. Open the farm member 2. Now watch a man 5 for Bema back, or not 5 so for Bema back.
Okay.
And say Bema back with your friend A and about with a friend B. Meaning say A man, Omunina and my bone muscle to be a yellow tag.
Yeah.
And a B man, my bone muscle red tag. Eti Bema A nankasa no mabɔ no so aso obi a yellow tag ɛna Bema no mabɔ na so ɔno so red tag enti minim sɛ saa red tag fo wei no sɛ ɔwo ɔbaa red tag bi ani hɔ a wɔsɛ ɔne deɛ ɔbɔ red